When Bank of Uganda closed Global Trust Bank in 2014, Standard Chartered Bank and Bank of Baroda had expressed interest in buying the insolvent bank, but the central bank settled for DFCU Bank. Similarly, in 2017, when Bank of Uganda sold Crane Bank to DFCU, 13 other financial institutions had expressed interest. Now the Parliamentary Committee on Commissions, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises has found that DFCU might have been favoured in the transactions, since Bank of Uganda staff indirectly have shares in DFCU. Evidence before the committee indicates that the Bank of Uganda Staff Retirement Benefits Scheme has been holding shares within DFCU since 2008, something that raises issues of conflict of interest.
Is there a possibility that this could have informed your decision to sell Global Trust Bank to DFCU?
So just as the scheme has shares in DFCU Bank, it has also an interest in Baroda Bank, in Stanbic Bank, among others.
You're a regulator, and you regulate commercial banks. You go ahead and you invest in the commercial banks. There is a good deal coming, and you know that I have an interest in this deal. In case it goes through, wouldn't that impair your judgment?
More questions were raised when it was found out that a member of the Bank of Uganda board, Dr. William Kalema, also sat on the DFCU board by 2014, when DFCU bought off Global Trust Bank, that the central bank closed and sold off due to insolvency.
Wouldn't it be a conflicted position that you have a board member as a regulator who also serves as a director in a commercial bank, and the two enter into an arrangement outside the normal procedure?
The board charter of Bank of Uganda Board of Directors bars the board of directors to be directors of a regulated entity.
You can't hold both offices, but can we wait to interrogate that further when Dr. Kalema is around, whether what they have presented is true?
The committee further probed the former Bank of Uganda Executive Director for Commercial Bank Supervision, Justin Bajenda, on why she solely signed the agreement to sell Global Trust Bank to DFCU. At first, Bajenda said she could not remember the officials she worked with to sell Global Trust Bank, but when pressed further, she disclosed that she worked with Benedict Sekabira, who is now the Director for Financial Markets Development Coordination in the Central Bank.
Who was part of your delegation, your team?
Mr. Ben Sekabira, I need to remember the EIC. The EIC is a junior person. Please, let my people remind me, please.
No, Mr. Sekabira, may you confirm, one, that you and Mrs. Vagent sat and identified the FCU, you and Mrs. Vagent negotiated this deal?
I don't quite remember how the team was composed, but I was there and my supervisor, Justin Wagenda, was there.
The committee proceedings resume on Monday, and the MPs will look into how the National Bank of Commerce was closed in 2012 and sold to the now defunct Crane Bank. Habad Ziwa, NTV at Parliament.